My name is Splog, and here we go. For both domestic and current global views, that Murdoch Empire's not the only one to choose. So ignore newspaper deadlines as I bring you all the headlines. It's 9:30. My name is Splog. Here's the news. Bong. Bong. I'm not a fan of the current Chancellor of the Exchequer. He's an overprivileged toff and a really big home wrecker. But I am going slightly deaf, or did Obama call him Jeff? I wouldn't worry, over here we call him Fecker. Bong. Bong. At first we're told down in Brazil the country's thriving, but now protesters say they're only just surviving. So will the cash for their World Cup be a bill they can't cough up? Much like their team with their economy start diving. Whoops. Bong. If you're a teacher and in need of some romance, why not take a teenage pupil off to France? Well, you're 15 and I am 30. How about un weekend dirty? Voulez-vous regarder what's inside my pants? I was lost in France. In front of class he made me stand up. I was lost in France, and now it's Sir who's got his hand up. Whoops! He's a maths teacher, and I love this guy. He says he's gonna show me how to multiply. I was lost in France, in love. Bong. Bong. Aussie PM Julia Gillard's been cut loose. Some say it's sexism and there's really no excuse. Or homophobia, I'm guessing, as her husband likes hairdressing. Nah, it's fair dinkum, mate, she's a Sheila, not a Bruce. Billabong, Billabong. They say that Trenton Oldfield is a frightful bore. He spoilt our boat race and he broke an Oxford oar. As he's an undesirable geezer, we will not renew his visa. Sorry Trenton, we'll be showing you the door. Bong. Bong. Still with the Thames. Down at Thames Water seems that something is amiss. They've been avoiding tax and banking with the Swiss. So as they cleanse my dirty water, are they paying what they oughta? Or is it simply just their job to take the piss? Bong. Bong. Is Edward Snowden simply fleeing or just flying? 'Cause the CIA must extradite to see him frying. But was it really a surprise to find the Yanks have lots of spies? And they've been eyeing, prying, lying and spying. Well, I landed here in Moscow about 2 weeks ago. I thought it'd be for just one night. I should have gone to Cuba, but the guy said no, and he wouldn't let me board the flight. I'm stuck in the USSR, can't get to Venezuela. Stuck in the USSR. Bong. The NHS belongs to us, it's yours and mine. This 111 line is a sign of its decline. An option please from this menu. If you got the flu, press number 2. And at your third stroke, you should just press 999. Bong. Bong. Abu Qatada preached his Islamic jihad, and he played with bombs and lost the arms that he once had. Well, I for one stood by applauding as we sent him back to Jordan. Peter Andre used to shag her, he must be mad. Bong, bong. Well, I have always been quite partial to Nigella, but I never fathomed why she wed that pompous fella. He grabbed her neck and started choking. Never mind, I'm only joking. Perhaps her husband had been drinking too much Stella. As I empty the contents of another beer bottle, my wife is still nagging, so I reach out to throttle. She's there on the TV, she's the queen of the kitchen. I can't eat my dinner without hearing her bitching. I fell for this girl when she was just a young kitten, but now that she's older, I think she needs hitting. I've made lots of cash doing smart advertising, and my domestic violence will not need disguising. Boom, boom. So as we watched from Centre Court and Murray Mound, forget the tears of yesteryears, he's turned it round. The Serb did have him on the rack, but we watched Andy fight right back. And when he finally won that cup, man, what a sound! Oh, Andy boy, the Queen is calling. You'll get a gong, be made a lord and everything. And as for Scottish independence, let's stop stalling. You've earned your throne, now all the English call you king. Sorry, Charles. Sorry, Charles. For both domestic and current global views, that Murdoch Empire's not the only one to choose. So ignore newspaper deadlines, I've just brought you all the headlines. It's nearly 10, my name is Rog, or Splog even, and that's the news.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Splog.
Okay, and Splog, what do you do?
Well, I play the guitar and silly songs, basically.
Okay, and why did you start, playing the guitar?
Well, I've always played for a very long time, probably a bit older than you think I am. I worked in a guitar store for a while, so picked up the guitar and started to play.
And why did you start doing sort of like silly comedy songs?
I thought I could play a lot of the songs that I was hearing on the radio, Jessie J songs, One Direction songs, but they did seem a bit much. So I thought it'd be funnier if I just changed the words, jar of hearts, jar of farts, it just sounds better, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it does.
Why would anybody fart in a jar? It just seems a strange thing to do.
And you're very, very new to Didcot. This is your first time here, right?
Yes, first time. I think I came through to Didcot once, but for totally separate reasons. But this is my first time on a social thing. It took me a while to find this pub, actually.
And what do you think of Didcot? What's your first impression?
Good. Yeah, it's so easy to get to on the train. I will come again. I will be staying with somebody in Didcot, and we're going over to do some singing and poetry and things over in Abingdon, which is not too far away. So it's quite a good base, quite a good jumping off place.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay.